What's up, everybody, and welcome in to another edition of the Sit Down. As always, if you enjoy this video, please make sure you hit that like button and let me know what you think of today's very interesting discussion in the comment section below. If you're new around here, you just haven't done it yet. We're living on a rocket sea in this video for the first time. I don't know what you're waiting for. Hit that subscribe button below now so you never miss another sit down video. Today's video is powered by Profit X. If you're looking for a great place to wager on sports now, click the link in the pinned comment underneath this video. Go to Profit X, download the app, get yourself an account, use my promo code Jeff Nadeau, all one word. Get wagering today. You're going to get some of the best odds right now. There's so much to bet on: football, basketball, whatever. Profit X, download the app now. Use my promo code Jeff Nadeau or click the link in the pinned comment. What's up, everybody, and welcome into yet another episode of the Sit Down. Today's video is going to be a little different. And one of the questions I'm posed with all the time: what are some of the best crime channels here on YouTube? Obviously, I study stuff like the mob. So I thought towards the end of the year, what are the 10 best channels going into 2026 that you can sink your teeth into and learn something about crime, true crime, organized crime, the mafia? Let's get in, starting with number 10, to the best crime channels going into 2026 here on YouTube. Let's start out with number 10. And before we start, I should have said this first. Before we start, I do want to make a couple of things clear. What I'm going to do is explain the channels, what they are, and why I like them. I am going to include all of their links in the description of this video. I urge all of you, go subscribe. All these creators are really good. I am going to keep out Patreon people. So guys that have Patreon subscriptions or whatever, they're not fully on YouTube. These are all 100% full-time YouTubers. Number 10, Sit Down News with John Panisi. Now, for anyone that's not aware, John Panisi is a former made member of the Lucchese crime family. And on Sit Down News, he really is one of the very few that is still telling stories about the mob, whether it was experiences in his own life as a mobster, people that he knew, or really just educating people on the history or what's going on today in both America and Italy when it comes to organized crime. Sit Down News does a really good job. I can't say I've always agreed with John Panisi on everything. And one of the reasons why I do find him a little bit lower than some of the rest here on this list is he can be a little prickly at times with his viewers. He's definitely a know-it-all, which is fine. I mean, I can be that too sometimes. And he did live that life. He has also went on some weird diatribes about hacking and things like that. But overall, John does a great job. And to me, I think he's really on the short list of having one of the best mob channels. And I like the fact that he still just does talk about the mob. So if you want to know about the mob, real life experiences, that sort of thing, go check out Sit Down News. They come in at number 10. Number 9 is a prison channel. It's Locked In with Ian Bick. And one of the things I love about this channel, and for me, why it's the best prison channel going in to 2026, is just really the fact that he sticks to what he knows. Ian Bick does not try to be something he's not. And one of the problems that I've noticed in the prison genre is people write checks that they can't cash. They say things they didn't do, and then people on the internet find out, and it ruins everything for them. Ian Bick is unapologetically him, and I really respect that. He wasn't some gargantuan guy that extorted people. He'll even tell you himself he was extorted. It's not just prison either that he talks about. He interviews all sorts of interesting people, from former gang members. He even recently interviewed George Santos, who was a former congressman that recently went to federal prison. He's talked to mobsters. He's talked to hackers. He's talked to all sorts of different people. And I guess one thing I'll leave you with Ian is he truly puts a lot of time, money, and effort into his channel. You can see that he's actively trying to succeed, and that's why he's succeeding. He's put a lot into it, and I respect him for it. I think Locked In with Ian Bick, to me, right now is the best prison channel because unlike most of the others, he just lets you share your story. He doesn't judge you. And I think any great interviewer has to do that. So make sure you check out Locked In with Ian Bick. Number 9, here. on my countdown. Number 8, we all like global affairs. We all like cartel stuff, military stuff, terrorism. Ironclad has you covered. They come in at number 8 on the best crime channels right now on YouTube. Ironclad is really interesting because it's definitely a higher level type channel. It kind of reminds you of like something you'd see on the History Channel or, on one of those types of channels. It's not a news channel, though. There's some news that is discussed, but it's real, unfiltered, groundbreaking journalism. They have some of the best journalists in the world right now. It's kind of similar to Vice, except it's a little bit more personal. People like Katarina Schultz, who we've had here on the channel, she does a great job with cartel journalism, updating people on what's going on south of the border. They have some really interesting terrorist type content, former military, FBI, CIA, DEA, all sorts of really interesting content that they put a lot of time into. They speak to people that were in that world, whether it's a military sniper or maybe a former, person that's been to prison or something like that. They really go to the ground and report like any great journalism person does on the ground. One of the best channels right now, coming in at number 8, is Ironclad. Make sure you go subscribe right now. Number 7, a smaller channel, but it's definitely one of my favorites. And if you're interested in prison, gang, shot caller type content, you want to hear stories about gangsters in prison, whether it be Wayne Perry or John Gotti or whoever, Larry Hoover. DC Blacks is a channel you have to go check out. Now, it is a smaller channel and there's a lot of live content. But one thing I've learned about Eon, the guy that runs it, DC Blacks in general, they do a great job of teaching you a history of Black organized crime in cities. Obviously the infamous war between the DC Blacks, the Aryan Brotherhood, you're going to get some of the best federal prison content in the game. And I've raved about an interview they've done kind of regularly with a person called Fly. Fly did 50 years inside the feds. I mean, some of the stories are just unbelievable. I really like this type of content, and these are really a lot of it untold stories. I highly recommend if you like learning about federal penitentiaries, some of the gangs inside prison, federal prison, DC Blacks. Go check it out right now. They come in number 7 here on our countdown. Number 6, totally different. But to me, out of everything I'm going to discuss today, this is the best true crime channel right here. It's a guy called Disturbin. He does a great job. Definitely a big channel. He's gotten a ton of views over the years. Disturbin really does a good job of going into some of the more twisted cases in crime history. He discusses everything from chomos to infamous serial killers to just terrible crimes, mass executions, that sort of thing. He's just done some incredible work. I think he's got a great voice too. He does really well with just kind of covering just some really awful things. He tries to just keep it normal, ordinary. He gets right to the point. And he watches and consumes a lot of this stuff, so you don't have to. Disturbing, the best true crime case channel on YouTube. A lot of them are over the top, right? Goofy, like sound effects and stuff. Not this. Real simple. And what I also like about him is he's not one that sits there and just goes over the same cases everybody's heard about time and time again. On this channel, there's a lot of unknown true crime cases. Now, obviously, he does stuff like Ed Gein and some of the stuff that's in the news, but he's done some really good stuff, like from cases out of Italy and England and Russia. Just really good stuff. Make sure you check out Disturbing, coming in at number 6 on our countdown. Number 5, it's back to the world of the mob. And one of my favorite channels is Mob Facts. Now, what's cool about Mob Facts is there's no narrator. There's no personality. There's no host. It's strictly just news content, newsreel content, actual footage of people, whether it's Meyer Lansky, seen here, Carla Gambino, John Gotti. really anything that's ever been on TV. And he gets this straight from news video sourcing, whether it's ABC or NBC. You can see some really unbelievable content, mobsters from yesteryear that are walking down the street, wiretap conversations, all sorts of really cool, interesting content. And again, there's no host, somebody that runs the page. We don't know who he is. Really good stuff. Some of the best mob, like original content, or not original content, but tapped content that you'll see, news reels, that sort of thing, stuff that you've never seen before, you'll see on Mob Backs. So if you like mob stuff, you got to check out Mob Backs. Coming in at number 5 on our list. Number 4, and this is the last mob channel I'm going to mention. Number 4, it's a new channel. But let me tell you something. This guy is hitting it out of the park. Number 4 is a channel called The Circle of Syndicates. Now, notice this guy's getting some big views, and he does a lot of organized crime content. He does really well with including a lot of visual stuff. There's a lot of newsreel stuff, a lot of visual stuff that I think you'll love. He did a terrific video seen here, the one titled Mafia Street Gangs, really a history over the last 20 years of the mafia in New England. He's done video on the Junior Black Mafia out of Philadelphia. He's done a video on Gene Borello and the Boys in Queens. Just really good stuff. That Armenian Mafia War video is awesome. This guy is not known to us. We don't know who he is, but he's really done a great job. A great network of organized crime content. To me, right now, this is one of the only mob channels I still consume of content-wise. It's just really good stuff, and I want to give this guy's flowers. He only has about 9,500 subs. I want to say maybe he had another channel got taken down. Go check this guy out. Give him some love. Comment on his videos. Watch them. They're also long, too. Like, he puts a lot of time into them. Really great stuff. I would actually love to hire this guy and him and I go into business together, because I think we'd be a fucking unstoppable force with his editing ability and my ability to talk. I think it'd be crazy, but he's doing a great job on his own. Number 4, The Circle Syndicates, the best mob channel right now on YouTube. Number 3, one of my old favorites. This is the top 3. These are my 3 favorites. These are channels that I watch every week. I never miss a video. These are must see. And the cool thing is, they're all really different. Number 3 is American Confidential. Now, American Confidential is very niche, but if you like drill stuff, like drill rap, drill violence, a lot of the stuff going in our cities today, this guy has got you covered. You want to learn about everything drill related. He does a lot of Philly content. He goes into detail on some of Philly's most infamous people, whether it be Kabani Savage or Arab or whoever. This guy really keeps you up to date on what's going on in today's cities. This video he did, the deadly Puerto Rican gang war that hit Philly, is awesome. He's done some really good indictment videos discussing federal charges on, big time rappers in Philly and New York. Just really good stuff. I know the guy that runs this channel. We've talked a lot. He's a great guy. He does a lot of really good work. And let me tell you something. The streets love his content. There's a Philly wiki page on Reddit. They literally count down to his videos come out. He does a great job. Shout out to my guy, American Confidential, a channel you cannot miss on YouTube heading into 2026. Let's get to the final 2. And by the way, before we get into the final 2, I want to shout out just 2 videos he did as well. This is a great video he did on South Philadelphia and the war that divides 2 blocks. Just really good stuff. He also did a video on a guy, Jeezy Low, who we're actually going to have on the channel here soon. Jeezy's a friend of mine. He caught a federal case, did 3.5 years in federal prison. Just did some really good stuff. Just really well done. American Confidential. Number 2, totally different video content than the one I just said. I never miss this channel's videos. Documenting Evil is so niche, but it is truly a special channel. This guy, I don't know if I've seen a guy do more research in my life than this guy right here. And what he essentially covers is mass shootings and school shootings. He has done videos on Dylan Roof. He's done videos on the Aurora shooting. He's done videos on Pulse Nightclub, Adam Lanza, Nicholas Cruz, some of the really twisted young people in our society that commit mass atrocities, and he's done videos on them. But it's not just that. It's not that morbid stuff. He goes into the background of these people, why they're so truly screwed up, why they did the things they did. And then he replays it. It's almost like you can see it in your head. It's almost hard to listen to because it's so vivid. This guy did a video, the first video there. It was about a 3-hour video on the Sandy Hook massacre. This guy right here should get an award. I mean that. He has truly done a terrific job. I watch every video he puts out. He did a video, this video, on a guy, Kip Kinkle, a 15-year-old who committed a shooting in the late 90s. It was before Columbine. It's really, to me, quite, all the videos are quite sad, but he got even like the interrogation video of this. Like, this is truly an unbelievable channel. I want to give him a lot of credit. Documenting Evil, a channel you have to check out. And not all the videos are 2-3 hours long. Some are 30 minutes, but it's a really good job. Let's get to number one, right? Without further ado. And if you know me, you probably know where I'm going here. I've talked to the owner of this channel. Him and I'd say we're online friends. He is a special creator. He does, I think, really the work that a lot of people don't realize what he does and what he's been doing to his mind to get you this content. It's my guy, Disturb Reality. I have raved about Disturb Reality. I told anyone that will listen about Disturb Reality. Liam does an unbelievable job. And what he does is he essentially discusses gore. He goes over videos and watches them and then describes them to you. And he does everything from caught on camera to lost on camera to horrible atrocities on camera. He does a lot of cartel execution videos where he describes what happens. But I think the cool thing about the videos is he gives a history lesson of different cartels, different cartel figures. He gives you backstories if he can. He'll watch a video involving a mass shooting or something and describe what happened so you don't have to watch it. I don't think people realize that he's probably incredibly scarred by doing these, but he watches them so you don't have to. And I'm glad that he's approaching 500,000 subscribers because he deserves it. I love this kind of stuff. I think it's just super well done. And I want to give him and all the people here their flowers because all the people I mentioned in this video truly do a lot of different things. I mean, we've discussed channels that do true crime. We've discussed channels that do the mob. We discussed channels that do cartels and school shootings and drill rap. There's just so many things to wet your whistle with. And these are really outside of the purview of your normal, like, true crime stuff. We're not looking at Jeffrey Dahmer videos for the 7,000th time. All these people do something really special, and I want you to go check them all out. I urge you, underneath this video, go subscribe to all of them if you want. Watch their videos, give them some love, tell your friends. Most of the people on here do it because they love the game. Some of these people are making good money doing this, but they're all doing a lot of hard work, and I give them respect for it. So make sure you check them all out in the description of this video. I am Jeff Nadeau. This has been the top 10 crime channels going into 2026. Go check them out right now. You'll be happy that you did.